Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk to you about our favourite restaurants. It's our top 10 where we've seen Walt Disney World. Well, say Walt Disney World. I think we sneaked 2 in offsite, haven't we? So we're going to just got 2 in there to sneak in. But to be fair, we just liked them that much that we had to get them in. So, but before we go into the list, just want you to know that we haven't got pictures for everything. For every restaurant, because that's mainly my fault really. I just want to get stuck into my food. I don't want to be taking pictures of it. The wife takes them, so I do apologise. We haven't got pictures for everything, but this is going to be our top 10. So number 10 is where?
Beer Garden.
Beer Garden, right. So this one, me and the missus, we had a little bit of a heated discussion putting this top 10 together. Beer Garden being one of them, and I just managed to scrape it in. For me, I just loved it. The entertainment was great, the food was brilliant. It was just my kind of place, the atmosphere was good. It gets a bit loud with the entertainment and stuff, but I like all that. Wife, not so much. I think what put the wife off was you're on just one big long bench and you can be sharing that with another party, but I didn't find that as a problem, not at all. As far as buffets go, probably one of the dearest that you're going to come across. We're looking at about $35 to $60 each year. So it's not really a budget experience, but it's definitely one I would definitely recommend. You've got to try at least once. Just a fantastic atmosphere and it's great. Number 9. Number 9 is Longhorns. This is the first of the offsite. I'm sorry, I had to go on. I just love steakhouses. You'll find as I go through this, I'm probably telling you, I got a steak here, I got a steak there. I just love steaks. And I got the big porterhouse. It's like a T-bone steak, and that's about $30. Yeah, but you can get it here. You can get a sirloin steak for about $13 something. But again, you go in there, this is the one I drive we went to, and the atmosphere again is great. It's a lovely, relaxing atmosphere. You can go and just enjoy your stay. Just get ready to roll out, because you will get a lot of steak and a lot of sides. I just love the place. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I love the steak.
Yeah, the steaks are boss, aren't they? Aren't they great? Yeah, brilliant. He does like a little steak, I'll let him. And so, number 8, we're going back onto site here, and we're going straight back to Epcot, and we're going to Nine Dragons. Now, this is a restaurant you won't remember, mate, because you were only a kid when we went here. This was on our first visit in 2013. Yeah, so we went into the Nine Dragons in Epcot, and again, from what I remember of it, it was just fantastic food, dead clean. Service was great. Just a really nice atmosphere, a proper authentic Chinese atmosphere I got from it. And it was just really, really nice. Really, really, really nice. We haven't been back since, which is a bit surprising. Every time we go and we walk past, we go, oh, there's Nine Dragons, let's pop in. We never ever end up doing so. We really, really should do, because it's a fantastic restaurant. It's one of our favorites, and it's on number 8 of our list, and we absolutely love it. We do love it. So number 7 is
T-Rex.
T-Rex, yes, down at Disney Springs.
I want to go there next time we go for my birthday.
Yeah, so for your birthday we can go next year. So we're going to be there for your birthday in September in 2021. So we can go back there. So T-Rex, we had a quite a funny episode with one of the servers there. He comes to me and he asked me, what do you want? Me being me, I love steak. So I went, can I have a steak please? And he went, how do you want it done? I said, do you do it blue? And he did of it, and he called it blue something. I can't remember what the second word was now. But he said blue something. He said, we do it, but no one ever asks for it. And we started got talking, and I ended up telling them what we say here in the UK, or some of us do anyway, and it's a case of, can you wipe it and stick it on the plate? Well, that was it. He was in stitches. He was in so much so, I think he went off and told his mate who was working on, he was saving on another part of it, and she ended up coming over and having a good chat with us. And throughout our whole dinner experience, the two of them were coming over having a laugh and a joke with us, and it was just fantastic. The service was great. The food was out of this world. You liked the puddings, didn't you? Yeah. And what I liked about it as well is when you're waiting to get a seat or a table, you've got the build a dinosaur next door, which is a bit like a build a bear, but obviously building a dinosaur. And we did that with the daughter last time we were there, and it was great because stop the kids getting bored. I'm not actually going to spend a couple of quid doing it, but you'd stop the kids getting bored in line. You can go in there and build a little dinosaur, and before you know it, you're getting seated. The restaurant itself, bit loud in more ways than one. So it's loud in atmosphere and it's loud in all the things that's going on. But you loved it, didn't you? The kids love it. I love it. The wife loved it. It was fantastic. It'd definitely be going back again. There in Rainforest Cafe, because Rainforest Cafe hasn't quite made the list this time. But to be fair, it could have been either one of them getting into the number 7 spot. Yeah. So number 6. So I mentioned before that me and the wife had a bit of a heated debate about what's going on and what's going on. Well, this is the one I had to compromise. But to be fair, it's got quite up the list here at number 6. For me, didn't have a great experience in there. I didn't get enough food on the plate. But I'm reluctant to say it because there's going to be people watching this and I'm going to say it and they go, what do you mean? You don't like it? It's Be Our Guest. We went for the dinner. And like I said, the food I got, there just wasn't enough of it. I got the lamb chops, I think it was, and I think got 3 little skimpy lamb chops. Suffice to say, I'd come out of there and I had to go to a quick service and get something to eat because I was starving. After I come out of it, there just wasn't enough on the plate. We were in the big hall part in the centre, which is, I think, the dancing room. Right, but I felt it was just like a bit more like a school diner, to be honest with you. It felt like a school canteen, didn't get the atmosphere, and the prices of it, to be fair, is a little bit expensive of a dinner. So you're looking at about over $60 for dinner each. But now I've not tried it for this as a quick service. Now apparently there's only 1 or 2 items that you don't get on the menu, and you don't get to see the beast. But pretty much the menu's the same for lunch, and that's $15 to $35 per person. So I'm going to say, if you wanted to just try the food before going into the main hall for dinner, I'd certainly recommend you go and do the quick service first and at lunchtime. Most definitely.
And in Be Our Guest, for me, it has the best desserts in Florida.
The best desserts in Florida. What you'll find with them, as long as you do a good dessert, you'll like. So let's move on. So let's go to number 5. Now, we've only been into this restaurant once. I was back in 2016. And I don't know why we haven't gone back, because it's fantastic. It feels like a home when you go in there. It's in Hollywood Studios. And it's reasonably priced at $15 to $35 each. Thereabouts. And it's called 50's Prime Time. Just love the place. It's like sitting in your mum's living room or your mum's dining room and you're having your home cooked dinner and you've got the telly on and then you've got that proper old school. If you're not eating your dinner, they will tell you off, which is great because he got told off because he wouldn't eat his dinner.
No, it actually, so if you're like a little kid, that would actually, that's what your parents would have looks like when they were eating their dinner.
Well, I'd like to think, you know, mate, it was more your granddad's age than my age, the 1950s, all right. I was more
Oh,
1980s.
You're more
So let's just
19.
get that in there. I'm not that old. I wasn't born in the 50s. I didn't do all that. What I mean by home computer, it was like your mum's when you were a kid. Not the 50s, mate. No. We're not that old. We're not that old. Correct, Rob. We go to number 4. Again, this is the same price as the 50s prime time. You will look about $15 to $35 each. And that's Sinar in AKL. A fantastic restaurant. I've got to say, the bread service in there is out of this world. Now, I do know I've got a picture of that, so after this bit of it where I'm talking about Sinar, we'll put in the picture of the bread service. Fantastic. You come up with these bits of bread and it's got like the dips going around and it's amazing, isn't it? It is great. And if I remember rightly, you've got the Savannah. I think you can go to another part of the restaurant, you can actually look out and see the animals as well. I just remember when we were there, we didn't have that view, we were pretty much inside somewhere. Well, again, the service fantastic, great value for what you're doing, and it's a really, really nice restaurant, really well decorated, really good atmosphere, service great again, and for me, I don't think there's a bad place really on Disney World to eat, or I've not at least come across it. I've come across stuff that I'm not so keen on as others, but this one is out of this world. I love Sinar, and to get onto the top 5, it could have got higher. So moving on to number 3 now. This is our second and last restaurant that's off site, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Lake Buena Vista branch of Miller's Ale House. Absolutely love the place. It's great. It suits me. It suits the boys because we like all kinds of sports, and you've got the tellies going all around the walls. So you could sit. I think we were sitting here watching the basketball, baseball. I think there was hockey on another one, and there was what you guys, what people in the States are called soccer, what we call football, and it was just everything on there, wasn't it? So I think we were just a little bit spoiled for choice there, wasn't we? Your poor mother didn't get much of attention out of us, did she? She had to entertain as well, didn't she? Because we were just watching the football and other sports. But there was one thing that I did get there, and it was the chicken wings. And the chicken wings come with different types of sauces. Now, there is hot sauces on the menu, but if I remember rightly, there was one sauce that's not on the menu, and you got to ask for it. I would definitely recommend it. If you like hot, spicy sauces, I definitely recommend you get this sauce. But do not get it as a glaze on your chicken wings, because you just won't finish your chicken wings. This sauce is red hot. It's called the 5-pepper sauce. It is absolutely tasty, but hot. It is pain, but if you like that sort of thing, you will love it, and it's great. It was really, really, really good stuff there. It was good value food as well. To be fair, it wasn't overly expensive, and the food was top notch, wasn't it? I think we enjoyed it, didn't we? Down there, yeah. So number 2, we're going back to site now, and we're going to the Wilderness Lodge. Where are we going here?
Whispering Canyon.
Whispering Canyon. Ketchup, ketchup, ketchup. Ketchup, ketchup, ketchup.
That reason, because you had to get there was ketchup on one table, and then whoever got the most ketchup on their table won, and at the end, after
How long did you keep the ketchup for? Until someone
said, ketchup, ketchup.
And then who has to take the ketchup over?
Us.
You have to take all the ketchup over. It's just one of them places. I think we did breakfast there. Food was good. I think it's just more the atmosphere. I think that's why it's got into number 2, this one, because the atmosphere and the interaction with the staff is just second to none. It was fantastic. Same with the 50s prime time, really. That got there as well for the same reason. So yeah, fantastic. If you get the chance to go over there, please, if you haven't already, you need to go to Whispering Canyon because it's fantastic. We love it. We love it there. It was our first time last year, and we'll definitely be going back next year when we go back. Right, so on to our top restaurants, and to be honest with you, this is our must-go-to restaurant. We go there virtually every time we go to. No, in fact, every time we go to Walt Disney World, we will visit this restaurant. It's in our home resort. We're DVC owners, and this is in our home resort in the Polynesian, and it's Oana's, and you can get this bread. I'm pretty sure it's banana bread, and you got pineapple bread as well.
I love banana bread.
Oh, fantastic, isn't it? Isn't it amazing? You just get there and you get it in a basket, don't you? And you do that.
Yeah.
And then what's the juice?
Oh.
Oh, jungle juice. Yes, fantastic. I love the place. Fantastic. We've done dinner there, but we prefer the breakfast. And to be fair, it's not that bad price. I think it's $42 for an adult and $27 for a child. So it's not too bad. You're doing the meet and greet experience. You've got Mickey, you've got Stitch, and you've got Lilo. Fantastic. It's just the game's experience. The cat just go round and they'll really interact with you. We've got some good footage of there, to be honest with you, and it's the one that we can use for like a then and now. Because on our first visit, Lennon and his older brother were only, I think you would have been 3.
What year?
You were 2013, so you'd have been about
Yeah.
3.
No, I was 2, I think.
Yeah,
10 and 3.
Yeah, 2, 10 and 3. That's right, mate. And your older brother Alison, he would have been 5, wouldn't he? Yeah, he'd have been 5. The daughter wouldn't have been around by then. She didn't turn up until the year later. So when you do the then and now, it's the daughter turns up. But no, going back to the restaurant, the food is fantastic. It's you've got the waffles there. You love the waffles from there.
Making waffles.
Making waffles out of there and fantastic. It is great. It's one of them for me. If I was only doing one character meet and greet, even though I've done it before, we do it all the time, it would be Oana's that I go to, or what we would go to really, because it's just the food's fantastic, the experience is fantastic, the restaurant is absolutely stunning, and the resort is amazing as well. So you get to experience that fantastic resort. There's a little beach as well as you go out to the front. It's just fantastic, isn't it? But like I say, this is the top 10. So there had to be some that didn't quite make it. And for us, it was ESPN. ESPN was one that we loved. But I think that was more to do with the sport again, wasn't it? And the noise we made when Liverpool played Dortmund.
Yeah, and ESPN, whenever we played Porto in the Champions League, so we were sitting on this table, there's the telly there, we're eating our dinner and then we can watch the telly at the same time. And then the second match of Porto, we sat in the same place.
We sat in the same place, yeah. Again, that's one of them restaurants that the wife doesn't get much interaction out of the rest of us because we're just too busy watching the sport. It's just fantastic. Got another one which is actually just over the water. ESPN is Beaches and Cream. We went there last year, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
And what did we do?
The kitchen
sing. And did we beat it?
No.
Yeah, we did.
Wait, we did?
No, yeah, we did. We did beat it.
You had the most, it was me.
No, I had the most. I had about 70% of it. I was absolutely sick at the end. I was nearly gonna. I had to roll out of there. I was absolutely sick, but I wouldn't let it beat us. And I had him and his brother, and we said, right, we can't let it beat us. We did actually beat it. It was fantastic. It was a great place, isn't it? Amazing.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like was the peanut butter thing.
Yeah. I don't know why, because the peanut butter's the best.
No, I don't like peanut butter.
Well, I'll eat that bit next time as well. The other one was, this is one for me and the wife. This is one that we've taken the kids there, but to be honest with you, it's probably best to enjoy of an evening. I think this place without the kids, that's why the grandparents are coming next year, because then me and the wife can enjoy this place a little bit better. It's called Hangar Bar in Disney Springs. Me and the wife just love it. You can sit there, there's certain seats that you can sit there, you can just look at the lake, you can have a little drink, you can have some nice food as well. Just a really nice place. Really nice place. And another one, you'll find that a couple of these at Disney Springs. Another one was House of Blues, so I didn't quite make the list, but again, fantastic place to go to. And we go there on most occasions that we go to Disney World as well, and it's just great. And sometimes you can sit outside and you'll have like the little music going on, have like someone playing music, and it's fantastic atmosphere. It's great. Anyway, so that's our top 10 with some that didn't quite get on it. If you liked the video, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, give us a like, and if there's anything that if there's any restaurants in there that was on our top 10 or in our mentions list that you thought should be in your top 10, why don't you leave it in the comments below? Let us know. Let us know. There might be places that you've been to that is in the top 10 that we haven't been to. It'd be nice to hear from what you've been and your experiences. Anyway, until then, see you later.